Good morning and welcome to the another session of our topic transformation of sentences. In previous two topics, we read about the transformation of simple sentences, that is declarative or assertive, interrogative, imperative and exclamatory sentences. We read transformation of those sentences. In this class, in this topic today, we will start our topic with the transformation of the three main kinds of the sentences, that are simple, compound and complex sentences. Today, we will pave our first step in the transformation of simple sentences into complex sentences. So let us begin with the topic transformation of simple sentences. To understand the types of transformation of sentences, we need to know the definition of the three kinds, that are simple sentence, complex sentence and compound sentence. A simple sentence can be converted into a complex sentence by expanding a word or phrase into a subordinate clause, which can be a noun clause, an adjective clause or an adverb clause. Means converting simple sentence into complex sentence can be done easily, and this can be done by simply expanding a word or a phrase into a clause. That you have already read about the clauses in our topic, clauses. Moreover, we can do the same thing when we want to change the complex sentence into simple sentence, and this can be done by eliminating a clause into a word or phrase. Here in this topic, few examples and the rules are given, and the examples are given to understand the concept, and the rules of transforming the simple sentence into complex sentences are also given in this topic. We will share first simple sentences. So let us begin with a topic, that is transformation of simple sentences. Before converting the sentences into complex, let us know about the three main sentences, that are simple, complex and compound sentences. First of all, let us see the meaning or definition of these three sentences. First is simple sentence. When in a sentence that has one independent clause, a sentence has two clauses, independent and dependent, or you can say main clause or subordinate clause. When in a sentence that has one independent clause, it is called simple sentence. Example, he confessed his illegal act. He confessed his illegal act. Complex sentence. When in a sentence that has one clause and one or more subordinate clauses, it is called complex sentence. Here, in simple sentence, there is only one independent clause, and in complex sentence, it has one clause and one or more subordinate clauses. Let us see the example. He confessed that he was guilty of his illegal act. Here we have added this one to make the sentence a little bit complex. Here, he confessed his illegal act. Here it is a simple sentence that is having a one independent clause, and in this sentence he confessed that he was guilty of his illegal act. So here there is one clause and one or more subordinate clauses. So there is one independent clause here, one or more than one subordinate clauses, other clauses. Compound sentence. When in a sentence that has more than one main clause, it is called compound sentence. When we combine two sentences and make them simple to complex by adding more information about the sentence or about the given information, then we count it as a compound sentence. Let us see the example here. In this, first we have read that he confessed his illegal act. Second, he confessed that he was guilty of his illegal act. And in compound, he confessed that he was guilty of his illegal act but is not ready to accept it easily. So here in these three sentences of the kind that is simple, complex and compound. Simple sentence, we have read that only one independent clause, here two, and here more than one main clause in that sentence. So simple, by knowing this example, you can easily identify the sentence, the kind, whether it is simple, complex or compound. Here, he confessed his illegal act. He confessed that he was guilty of his illegal act. He confessed that he was guilty of his illegal act but is not ready to accept it easily. So let us begin the step that is transformation of simple sentences into complex one. For that, let us step first rule. Rule number 1. In a simple sentence, that is present simple, in a simple sentence, to convert into complex sentences by using or adding since, as or when at the first half of the sentence. By making the complex sentence, in the simple sentence, we will add since, as or when at first half of the sentence. Example, closing the door, I went back to school. When I closed the door, I went back to school. This is a simple sentence and we have converted it into the complex by using when. Closing the door, I went back to school. When I closed the door, I went back to school. You arrived. She is not sure this is the way. Since you arrived, she is not sure this is the way. So here this is a simple and this is complex sentence. So rule number 1 is that for simple sentence, to convert it into complex, we will add since, as or when at the first half of the sentence. Next rule is by using this being or verbs first form plus ing in a simple sentence. To convert into complex sentence by adding as, since, when at the first half of the sentence, same as we did in first one. After winning a painting competition, she cried. After winning a painting competition, she cried. Simple sentence. Let us convert it into complex. As she won the painting competition, she cried. Here, after winning a painting competition, she cried. Complex. As she won the painting competition, she cried. So, being or verb plus ing in a simple sentence, to be converted into complex sentence, we use or add as, since, when at the first half of the sentence. Third rule, to convert this type of sentences from simple to complex, we add so that by removing to. We will remove these to in complex sentence and we will place so that here in place of these words. Let us see example. He is too weak to carry the luggage. He is so weak that he cannot carry the luggage. In simple, we will use to, but while making in complex sentence, we will remove this to and we will replace it by so that. He is too weak to carry this or the luggage. He is so weak that he cannot carry the luggage. Our next rule is to. To in the simple sentence is converted into complex sentence by adding so that. To in the simple sentence is converted into complex sentence by adding so that. Let us see the example. We eat to live. We eat to live. We eat so that we can live. Here in simple sentence, we eat to live. In complex sentence, we eat so that we can live. So, we will convert this to into so that while making or while transforming simple sentence into complex sentence. Next rule, in spite of or despite. In spite of or despite in the simple sentence is converted into complex sentence by adding though or although. Though or although. So, for complex sentence, we will add or we will use though or although by replacing the word in spite of or despite in simple sentences. Let us see the example. In spite of being rich. In spite of being rich, he is hard working. Full stop. This is simple sentence. This is simple sentence. Though she is rich, she is hard working. This is complex sentence. So, we will add though in spite of, in place of, in spite of this, and although when we replaced despite. So, in spite of or despite in the simple sentence is converted into complex sentence by adding though or although. In spite of being rich, he is hard working. Though, sorry here let it she na. Though she is rich, she is hard working. In spite of being rich, she is hard working. Though she is rich, she is hard working. Despite the weather being bad, we went to Shimla. Despite the weather being bad, we went to Shimla. Although the weather was bad, we went to Shimla. Next rule, because of. Because of in the simple sentence to be converted into complex sentence by adding since at the beginning of the sentence. Because of in the simple sentence to convert it to complex sentence by adding since at the beginning of the sentence means we will use since in place of because in the complex sentence. Because of his illness, he could not join the concert. Because of his illness, he could not join the concert. Since he was ill, he could not join the concert. Because of his illness, he could not join the concert. Since he was ill, he could not join the concert. Next rule, without. Without in the simple sentence is converted into complex sentence by adding if or in case. If or in case. Listen carefully. Without in the simple sentence is converted into complex sentence by adding if or in case. Let us see the example. Without adding the salt, the lemon juice will taste bad. Without adding the salt, the lemon juice will taste bad. So, compound sentence. If we don't add salt, the lemon juice will taste bad. If we do not add salt, the lemon juice will taste bad. Next rule. In the simple sentence, at the time. In the simple sentence, at the time will be converted into when in the complex sentence. Listen carefully. In the simple sentence, at the time will be converted into when in the complex sentence. Example, she woke up at the time of load shedding. She woke up when it was load shedding. She woke up when it was load shedding. So, we will replace at the time by when in converting or in transforming simple sentence to complex sentence. Next rule. In the simple sentence, adjective. In the simple sentence, adjective will be converted into that or which. In the complex sentence means we will replace adjective by that or which in complex sentence. While transforming simple sentence into complex sentence, we will replace adjective by that or which. Example, it was a pink shirt. It was a pink shirt. It was a it was a skirt which was pink. It was a pink skirt. It was a skirt which was pink. So, in the simple sentence, adjective will be converted into that or which in complex sentence. Next rule, 10th rule is subject plus verb plus object plus present participle. Type of simple sentences to convert into the complex sentence, we will use subject plus verb or object plus relative pronoun of the object plus be verb according to the relative pronoun and tense, then rest of the sentence. Listen carefully, thoroughly, read this rule carefully. Subject in simple sentence, subject plus verb plus object plus present participle will be converted into subject plus verb plus object plus relative pronoun of the object plus be verb according to the relative pronoun and tense plus rest of the sentence while transforming simple to complex sentence. Let us see the example. I saw a bird flying. I saw a bird flying. I saw a bird which was flying. I saw a bird which was flying. I saw a boat sailing. I saw a boat which was sailing. 1 to 9 rules are quite easy, but the 10th rule, that is quite different and difficult also. Thoroughly read this rule of the simple and then complex. Then make sentences of yourself for the practice of this 10th rule, that is subject plus verb plus object plus present participle. Type of simple sentence can be converted into complex sentence by subject plus verb plus object plus relative pronoun of the object plus be verb according to relative pronoun and tense plus rest of the sentence. Here examples are given. I saw a bird flying. I saw a bird which was flying. I saw a boat sailing. I saw a boat which was sailing. Next is transformation of simple sentences into complex sentences in different kinds of clauses. A simple sentence can be converted into a complex sentence by expanding a word or phrase into a subordinate clause, which can be a noun clause, adjective clause, or adverb clause. So let us see the transformation of simple sentences in these three clauses. We have already discussed about the clauses, the different kinds of clauses in our previous topics that is related to clauses. Let us see the example of transforming simple sentences into complex. So first kind of clause, that is noun clause, that is related to the noun. He liked my suggestion. He liked my suggestion. He liked what I suggested. He liked what I suggested. He advised did not prove successful. He advised did not prove successful. What he advised did not prove successful. His advice did not prove successful. What he advised did not prove successful. Next is adjective, that qualifies that one and revolves around the person or the subject that is to be identified or qualified by the whole sentence. Example, there I saw a handsome boy. Handsome boy. There I saw a boy who was handsome. There I saw a boy. There I saw a handsome boy. There I saw a boy who was handsome. This is simple and this is complex. A wounded tiger is very fierce. A wounded tiger is very fierce. A tiger that is wounded is very fierce. Adverb clause. That is related to the work that is to be done. She was too poor to educate her child. That is qualifying the verb, the action here. She was too poor to educate her child. She was so poor that she could not educate her child. Or he is too weak to carry the box. He is so weak that he cannot carry the bag. Like this, these three kinds, noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause, are quite easy while transformation of simple sentence into complex sentences. For that, you should know the rules and definition of the clauses also, that we have already discussed on our topic, clauses. I hope you will have understood whatever we discussed in our this third part, that is transformation of simple sentences into complex sentence, in which we read 10 rules that are related to converting the simple sentences into complex sentence, and the second one that is related to the different kinds of clauses. So go through the rules and the examples that we discussed in this topic and try your best and make practice yourself. Thanks. Have a nice day.